Well, hello you gorgeous mother truckers, you, and welcome to another video. So, still, like many other people, processing what happened on the 10th of September. And because of the events on the 10th of September, it overshadowed really everybody remembering what happened many years ago on the 11th of September. Yet both events are similar, not in what happened, but as in their impact. You see, when those planes, missiles, whatever happened on September the 11th, without anyone saying anything, everybody knew the world had just changed, that it would never be the same as it was. And then Charlie Kirk got murdered on the 10th. And again, without saying anything, everybody knew the world had changed again. That everything wasn't going to be the same. That everything was now different. And just like 9/11, it wasn't going to be in a good way. You see, many of us, including myself, I mean, I respected Charlie Kirk. I've never met the guy. I watched all his videos because I was always amazed about how a man can attempt to take the middle ground, attempt to engage in conversation, discussion, attempt to understand from both sides, and then when engaging in the conversation to show that and challenge the warped ideology and worldview of those people asking questions. I mean, the man was so razor sharp. He had everything locked in his mind. Somebody said something, he could just access a fact, he could stats, whatever. He literally was amazing. He was. And as a family man, and I think it hits home, you know, it's like, not in the same thing, but it's like many of us who are family men and women who do what we do on the internet and do what we do on YouTube. We here living in the UK, we always have fear of being arrested and put in prison, which would affect our families. I mean, I cannot comprehend what Charlie's family are going through right now, especially as they were there when it happened. But the reason, I mean, you get all the people on the left, the Democrats in America, and other people, well, you don't know his motive. Everybody knows his motive, and stop trying to gaslight people into believing that there was no motive. We all know. Everybody knows. It's not rocket science what the motive was. And it's rhetoric, it's words. Oh, we need to, we're against political violence and, this is, well, if you want it to stop, people on the left, stop calling anyone you disagree with a fascist or Hitler or xenophobic or Islamophobic or homophobic or transphobic. Stop dehumanizing them. Stop making those insane lunatics that follow you believe that people who are on the right, centre left, that they are, because they disagree with you, they are evil. You see, you have to own that. And as I said in a video yesterday, calling people plastic patriots and stuff like that just doesn't work. You think it's like, oh, it's political banter. I hate the word banter, Banter used to mean having a laugh and a joke amongst your friends. Now it's used as an excuse to insult. When you say it and you go, well, actually, hold on a minute. Well, you could, oh, it's just banter, mate. But it's not, is it? It's not banter. You mean it. When insane leftists tell you what they're going to do, they mean it. You see, we all, by doing what we do, we get threats, and we all do. And we all laugh them off. But after Charlie, should we? You see, people are absolutely determined to carry out what they think is the right thing. They genuinely believe that we're fascists, that we're Hitler, that we are evil, and therefore we need to be dealt with. You see, when Charlie died, the opportunity for civil discord and discussion died. You see, he was never nasty, horrible, aggressive. People asked him questions and he answered them. He asked them to prove him wrong, and they very rarely did. He was shot and murdered because people couldn't win the argument. People couldn't prove him wrong. And all those animals, and that's what they are, who celebrated his death, that's on every left-wing politician. That's on the left-wing media. That's on the left-wing education system, brainwashing these people into believing that anyone who disagrees with them is evil. And when they get eliminated, it's cause for celebration. You see, you don't see people on the right celebrating anyone's death. Now, somebody went, yeah, but, look, someone said, well, if the Southport killer, he would be terminated, I'd be happy about that. See, the thing is, that's a different thing. You see, somebody who has been committed of vile murders or a vile crime deserves no longer to live. But that's called justice. We'd go to court and it would be done via justice. But what you've got now is people believing that a deranged lunatic, and by the way, not a super skilled sniper. The amount of Call of Duty experts there are at the moment is just unbelievable. 99% of people passing comments about how the shot was this and the shot was that. Probably never held a gun in their life, let alone ever fired one. But that guy, that animal on that roof who took that shot, believed he was acting righteously. Because that's the problem. They've become a death cult. They are so ideologically opposed to everything that they believe that attacking and hurting and in some cases killing their political or ideological opponents is justified because it's the right thing to do. And the media, the politicians, the education system, they're the people who tell them, program them to believe it's right. By calling me a fascist, some idiot out there genuinely believes I am, even though I'm not. When somebody calls you a transphobe, somebody out there thinks I am, even though I have friends who I talk to who are trans people. The sensible kind. You see, your words do have actions. It used to be sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. No, the words won't. But the words inside the mind of a sick person will. And that's on you. Plastic patriots, far-right thugs. Those are the words used by Labour MPs, even our Prime Minister, to describe people who are angry, upset, or don't agree with him. Somewhere out there is idiots who go, yeah, they deserve to be removed because it's the right thing to do. We need to get rid of them. They're nothing but scum. They're evil. They're Hitler. They're the new Nazis. You see, you call me a Nazi, and then somebody decides that I am and tries to off me. That's not on the idiot who tried to do it. It's on you for making him believe that I'm something I'm not, because you don't agree with what I say. 10th of September, everything changed. There's no point having discourse and conversation anymore. I was all for trying to make people understand from different points of view, trying to meet the middle ground, because I'm a centre-right person. I know these things no for instance, George Galloway is a man who is completely polar opposite to me. But every now and again, he says things that I agree with. And most of the time, he says things I don't agree with. But they do. And that's because I'm human. You see, I can vehemently hate people. And it's very rare that I do. But there are some people I really genuinely hate. But I would never wish ill on them. I just wouldn't. I don't celebrate anyone's death. You see, somebody said if Axel Rudabakani was removed by the death penalty because of what he did to those 3 girls, I wouldn't celebrate his death. And the reason I wouldn't celebrate his death is because I think it would be an insult to the victims of his crime. You see, there's the ideological difference. And that is why we are poles apart now. And we have been for a long time. We've just tried to pretend that we're not. We've just bought into people going, oh, well, it's a bit of banter. I didn't really mean it. Except they do. Or you may not mean it, but some fucking idiot listening to you believes that you are saying that that person needs to be removed. And they want to do it because they think you're telling them to. Because we have such a huge, huge mental health problem in this world, because we've allowed lunatics to prosper. In fact, some lunatics to get positions of power. And now we're paying the price. We can't no longer live in a world where we go, oh, well, we can't. See, I'm a Christian, and Christianity says that, you know, I should turn the other cheek and try to understand. But it also tells me that I can't stand idly by when evil is afoot. And there is evil. Absolute evil. And we've just been making excuses for it for far too long. I don't want anyone to resort to violence, because it's wrong. But the problem is, you're not giving people much option. You see, we can no longer talk, because when somebody just talked to you, give you the option to freely express your ideas, even though when it happened, Charlie made you look like an idiot. He showed you the hypocrisy. They shined the light into your warped beliefs. A man who was prepared to do that, you killed him because of that. Not because of any other reason. Oh, it's about gun. It's nothing. It's not. It's not about gun control. It really isn't. Because I'm speaking from experience here in the UK. Guns are banned here. It doesn't stop people stabbing people to death. It just doesn't. And if you think, I mean, the guy who shot him from that roof is a coward. I mean, at least here they try and hit you. But even then, like all leftists, they never attack you face to face. It's always from behind or from the side, from 200 fucking yards away. They're cowards, but they're dangerous. And politicians, media, and education. This is all on you. The blood of that man is on your hands. The tears of his wife and his children are on you. They're not on us. But when you finish Charlie off, no one's going to try and engage in conversation anymore. And I don't think you realise that. But unfortunately, I genuinely believe you're going to find out. Remember when I say on the UK, we talk about civil war and we can see the rolling barrage coming towards us? It's just got a hell of a lot closer. Any case, enough of that. Ways to support the channel down below. Don't forget, if you like what I'm doing or agree with what I'm saying, like, share and subscribe. Let me know what you feel like in the comment section. Rest in peace, Charlie. Your work is done. Ours is now just beginning. I'll catch you in the next one.
You said to me that you can't stand the world you're living in.